This little thing, I might need to get a bigger one of these. I didn't fill that one quite to the top. Okay, I've got a serious problem here.
Might be the empty part of it in the bowl.
No, it's something leaking. All right, so Mom and I are making dinner for the family tonight, and she's made the meatloaf, and if that's not been posted already, it will be soon. And I wanted to make a vegetable dish. I'm starting to put together a cookbook that you'll be able to download online for free, and I started going through my recipes that I had. And not only will it have the recipe in it, there'll be a link there that you can click on, and it will actually open up the video and let you watch it and read the recipe at the same time. So if you want to make it, not only do you have the words, you've got the demonstration. But anyway, I started putting that cookbook together, and I realized that my love for desserts has. Mom's working on a wreath over here behind me. Oh, bless her heart. So you'll hear her chime in from time to time, I'm sure, which is absolutely why I have her sitting.
Well, I guess you were doing what we liked.
Doing what I liked, exactly. But so I had all these desserts that I was making, and I had some main courses and things like that, but no real vegetable dishes. So I went to, and I don't want to just make boring, I don't want to make green beans and corn, and carrots. I want to make something that is exciting, that's fun to make, that's good to eat. So back years ago, and I don't know when this came out, but this was probably 30 years ago. The Corwin Pentecostal Church. Probably 30,
Probably, yeah.
30, 35 years ago. The Corwin Pentecostal Church over in Corwin, Ohio, just outside of Waynesville. They made this cookbook, and I have always loved this cookbook. It's been one of my favorite cookbooks when I was here at home with Mom and them. This was actually this came out before I got married.
Yeah.
So this been out for a long time. But anyway, this particular recipe is from Sister Sue Lamb. She's the one that put this recipe in this book. And it looks really good. It sounded really good. It's called a cabbage casserole. So we're going to start working on that. I got all my ingredients laid out, and this cabbage, I've had it for a little while, and that's one of the reasons I chose this was I had this cabbage and I wanted to use it. So let's see what we can do here. Put a big core in this one. So basically what you're going to do is just to cut your cabbage up in chunks and cook it. And that's what we're going to do right now. Just cut it up into chunks and cook it. I love cooked cabbage anyway. I mean, just any way I remember when I was quite a bit younger, I was working at the prison. Old Doug Darby, he was my sergeant. We worked in the infirmary together. He was my sergeant. I'd become his first officer, and Doug and I were really close. He was such a good guy. He still is. Still a good guy. But we had a lot of things in common. We both like to hunt, like to fish, do things outdoors, which he's a whole lot better at that than I am. But I remember he brought in a cooked cabbage and corned beef. Cabbage and corned beef one night.
That was pretty popular back then, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. I'd never had it, and I was relying on my old feelings of cabbage. I didn't think I liked it, just to be honest. I'm like, I just don't like cabbage. And so he said, "Oh man, you got to try this. You got to try this. It's really good. You'll love it." And I said, "All right." So he had some cornbread, some Jiffy cornbread mix, And Mom had never really used Jiffy at that point. She had always made her cornbread from scratch. And so I was, let me put a little bit of water in this. Hang on just a sec. Gotta go off camera here a little bit. Now this, you're going to cook this all the way down. So I put a little extra water in it, and you're going to drain it. Usually you don't have to put much water in cabbage when you're cooking it. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little extra water in it. Turn it up there. And but anyway, old Doug, he talked me into trying that cabbage and corned beef, and I just absolutely loved it. I mean, I absolutely loved it. And it's been another family favorite of ours. I made it when I was in the Philippines too for Myrna and her family, and they liked it as well. The only thing over there was their heads of cabbage was you could buy a large head of cabbage here. Over there, their head of cabbage was pretty small, and I had this regular size can. I usually can corned beef, and I had that, and there was a lot of corned beef in that cabbage, which was not bad, but a little bit more than what I normally would put.
That sometime.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it. So anyway, I got my cabbage on cooking, and go back over here to the recipe. I got one melted stick of butter, and see, cut your cabbage into chunk, cook and drain, which we'll get to that in a moment. Melt one stick of butter, put milk and dry ingredients into a blender and mix well. Add butter and stir until blended. So I'm going to put it in this processor. The dry ingredients we're going to put in first. The dry ingredients is 1 or 2 tablespoons of flour, heaping tablespoons of flour. So 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. And I love this little food processor here. I've been using it quite a bit, and I love this thing. And then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt. That's brand new. If you hear that rustling in the background, Mom's putting together a Christmas wreath.
Oh yeah, I want to put it on my gate down there.
Yeah.
Entryway.
That's what you're hearing.
Yeah, you hear Mama over here.
Then about a teaspoon. Yeah, of pepper. So there's that. And that's pretty much it. So first of all, I said to mix these together. So those are mixed together now. And we're going to put in the milk, 2 cups of milk, and 1 stick of butter melted. You all right?
That was me dropping this. I'm sorry.
You're okay. This little thing, I might need to get a bigger one of these. I didn't fill that one quite to the top. Okay, I've got a serious problem here.
You might need the empty part of it in the bowl.
No, it's something leaking. It's
We
leaking.
got it on straight. Get your bowl up there, baby.
It's leaked.
Get your bowl up there.
Well, hang on a second. I'm going to, I think this thing, I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, never mind. I can't use this. I can't use this at all. I remember now. Yeah. I'm going to pour it off in. I'm making a horrible mess, but we'll figure it out.
That's okay.
I know what I've done wrong.
I'll clean it up.
No, I got it. It's not that big a deal. This is why I don't do live format, because this here, there's no amount of editing is going to do this. I was talking about how much I love this thing, but the thing about it is you cannot fill it with liquid. You can fill it with dry ingredients high as you want, but it's the liquid is very short. It's very small. So let me clean this up and then we'll go back to cooking.
Do you like my ring?
Let me see it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty. You gonna put anything else in it?
No.
That's it? Just the bow?
Yeah, because if I put balls or anything on, they'll blow off.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Nope, no, I got it. Took me a second to figure out what I'd done wrong.
Okay.
See what I do with that. I want to get all of my dry ingredients back in here. I don't want to lose any of them. Yeah, if I would just stick with the dry ingredients, I'd have been fine. I thought I had a great idea here to use this little thing. I love this little thing, but it's not good for. It's great for dry mixing, but you can only come so far. You can see it says right there. Look, Mom. It says max liquid right there, Mom. It says max liquid right there. I had it clean up to here. And what it does, it goes over that inside tube in there and was draining out the bottom. So
just put that in the water over there.
Yeah.
Dishwater.
I also got it on the floor. Let me get not too bad, but some. Okay, we got the cabbage cooking. We got to wait till that's done anyway.
Wow.
Oh, I'll pick that up because I have to rewash my hands. All right, now let's just mix this up. Then we're going to add in the melted butter. That's 1 stick of melted butter. And mix that all together. As Mom always says in her cooking videos, I'm no Brenda Gant. Well, I'm no Faye Rydell. I'm kind of pitiful when it comes to cooking. But I do love to cook. Mom instilled this love in me when I was a kid.
I know you do.
We got the whole family coming over tonight. My brother and his family. And we've been trying to do that.
You sure did miss Taylor and Justin.
Oh, yeah. I wish they lived closer where they could be here, too.
Yes.
And my cabbage is starting to boil. It won't take that long to cook up, I don't think. What do you think, Mom?
Not long.
It won't take long?
Did you use the whole head?
Now, your meatloaf is beeping.
Is it beeping?
Yep. Let me pull it out and let you look at it.
Just turn the oven off.
Well, I'm getting ready. I'm going to put my stuff in there. It's what, half an hour all it needs?
Yeah. Well, we'll finish making it. I probably need to look at it.
That's what I'm saying. You need to look at it, don't you?
Put it over here on this.
Come on over here and you can look at it. Oh, man, this is going to be good. Good eating.
It ain't done, I'm sure.
Well, you want me to just put it back in for some more?
Let me take it.
Come on around. Oh, you got your...
I'll sit right here. Have me a pop over. No,
Yep,
it ain't done.
not even close.
Put it in for another
30?
Yeah. Is the oven still on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Where is my...
Knock that off. Can you get me a casserole dish? I forgot to get a casserole dish.
I'll get you one.
Totally spaced.
How big you need?
Not real big. So we got everything all mixed together. I've got another thing of butter, and it tells me to crumble up 4 slices of bread into that. So, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. Thank you, Mama. So I'm just going to pinch off some bread.
What's your cabbage in a bowl over there? Turn it off, like I said. Turn it down.
Let me stir it from the bottom.
You did have everything.
It's starting to cook now. Turn it down a little bit. Back to breaking up my bread.
Starting to wilt.
Yeah, it's starting to wilt down. My best friend Davey, my longest. I've got a lot of good friends. I got a lot of people I actually call my best friend. A lot. He was the one I had the longest. He recently passed away. And his daughter just lives up the road from me here. So I knew I was making this tonight, and Mom was making the meatloaf and stuff, and I thought, well, I'll see if she can eat some of what we're making, because we can't eat it all. I'm on such a strict diet that I can't eat a lot of this stuff. I can't even eat what I'm making right now. I'm gonna eat a little bit of the meatloaf, but mostly what I'm eating is just meat, egg, and cheese. That's about all I make, or all I eat. So my actual meals that I eat are very, very boring. You guys wouldn't even like watching the meals that I eat. It's pretty simple. Cook a steak or cook a piece of chicken and cook some eggs. It's really, really, really simple. So there's my butter and bread mixed up together. While we're waiting on the cabbage to finish, I'm going to go ahead and cut up our cheese. I was going to shred this cheese at first, and after reading it, it's not shredded, it's chunked. So if we won't shred it after all, we'll just chunk it up. So I got my cheese knife here. You can get these online. Just look under cheese knives. So this is pepper jack. The recipe actually calls for Colby cheese, but pepper jack is I just love pepper jack cheese. Colby's good too, but my absolute favorite, I can't eat it right now because I can eat it without crackers, but it's just not the same. I love Gouda cheese. Kayla and I both, that's our favorite cheese, period. Gouda. Fuck you saying it. Gouda. But anyway, it ain't the same without eating. So I've just been eating a lot of pepper jack. Just some American, some mozzarella. I made a dish the other night, and I might record this one because it's pretty cool. It's a carnivore meat or carnivore diet pizza, and it was really, really good. I did cheat a little bit on that one, and I put some pizza sauce on it. Not a lot, just a little, but it was really good. All right, so I've got my cabbage cooking. This is the way Mom does it. This is the way I do it, but normally you don't see this process. Cabbage is cooking. I put my milk, my dry ingredients, and my butter and blended it well. Add butter. That's already had done that. Add chunks of cheese and melt cheese. Oh, I guess it's when the cabbage gets done. I'm going to put the cheese in there and melt it. Then pour the mixture over the cabbage. Butter another stick of butter. Tear 4 slices of bread into crumbs. Add to butter. And put on top of the casserole and bake at 350 for 45 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. We're just waiting for the cabbage to finish cooking. Oh, it's good. Too close to the burner. I think that's going to be enough right there. So I don't think I'm going to have to drain that very much. There ain't much water in there. Let's drain it just to make sure. Let's drain it. So when we all right. Pull this over here. Don't want to put it back on that burner. So let's put it over here. Boys and girls, when you're draining your cabbage, be careful because your fingers will steam just like the cabbage does if you're not careful. Don't ask me how I know that so well. And I feel prompted to warn you of that right now. I'm just saying, oh, they want a good piece of cheese. I don't believe in the 3-second rule when I'm cooking. When I'm eating, yeah, different. When I'm cooking, all right, let's mix that all up in there real good. Get that melted cheese going. Cheese all melted up in there. This is smelling absolutely delicious. That is smelling absolutely delicious. All right. Cheese is getting melty. Oh, yeah, it's starting to really melt up. I just let it sit there for a while. And it's starting to really melt good. Sister Sue, I hope you're seeing this video. I seen where David actually commented on one of mine or Mom's videos the other day. So I'll try to remember to tag you in this, at least David. Sister Sue, this is your recipe from. Maybe you can let me know in the comments how long ago this cookbook came out. But I tell you, this looks like an absolutely wonderful recipe. So I'm still stirring this, and it's still that cheese is melting. Oh, it's looking so good. Looking so good.
You want me to taste it?
No, not yet. It's not ready yet. Sister Sue, also, if I'm making any mistakes, go ahead and correct it in the comments. And I am one that can take correction real well, so don't worry about it. Put it in there. So now we're going to pour our dry ingredients, our milk, and our butter mixture right in here with it. If I understood this correctly, this is how you do it. So I'll be getting the responses. I noticed that a lot of times when I'm cooking in my cooking videos, I forget to show the a lot of cooking videos. They actually show the person that's making it taking a bite of what they eat. Well, so much of this I cannot take a bite of. I can't eat it. And I will admit that sometimes while I'm cooking, if it's something I need to taste test, I will take a spoonful and put it in my mouth and then go deposit it in the trash can when I'm done. So yeah, I have done that before. Maybe I can start doing that. It's just long enough to get the take. See my eyes roll back in my head with sheer pleasure, and then let that be that. So anyway, now we're just going to dump this in here. Our casserole dish. Oh man, that looks absolutely amazing. I love cooked cabbage anyway. Oh man, Sister Sue, this is going to be look at that stringy cheese. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Let me get all this goodness out of here. I notice sometimes when I'm doing the short form, at first I was taking the time to get all this stuff out like this, but it really messes up your editing when you do that. So I just started dumping it in, pulling the pan away, and then coming back after a few seconds and then putting the rest of it in, or getting all the rest of it. So don't think that I'm throwing good stuff away. I'm not. I'm kind of like Mama. Don't waste anything. So she taught me well on that aspect. She taught me well. Everything Mama's taught me has been good. I've never done this, so I'm going to sparsely put it on here at first. I am so excited to see how this turns out. I might have to cheat a little bit tonight, Sister Sue, and see how this tastes. This is this looks so good.
Oh, honey, that looks so good.
It does, doesn't it?
What are you putting on top?
This is just bread soaked in butter.
Oh.
I mean, that's got to be delicious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now we're going to, as soon as Mom's meatloaf is done, we're going to put this in the oven. It bakes for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. So we'll come back and show you the finished product and also the response of my family as they eat it. Okay? See you in a bit.